Step into the vibe, oh yeah. Feel the rhythm rise high. We're living life, let's fly. Off tap life. Sky's the limit, no shy. Off tap life.
What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction request. If it's your first time, please consider subscribing, join the family. Absolutely love to have you. Alright guys, this one right here is one from Monroe. What's up, Monroe? Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope everything is good in your hood. And ladies and gentlemen, Monroe wants to hear Mike Oldfield. This one's called Man on the Rocks. It's featuring Luke Spiller. And this is what Monroe had to say. Mike collaborated with Luke from The Struts. Oh, that's from The Struts, Luke. Yes, I like you. On this album back in 2014. So, guys, we've just done a couple of The Struts songs. These guys are awesome. Luke is incredible. And now that I know who Luke is, because I didn't know his name, the lead vocalist of The Struts, obviously, Luke, is very talented. So this should be an awesome collab. If you guys remember, I did a reaction to Mike Oldfield's Something to Bells, or something ring the bell, something of the bells, or something like that. And it's one of his biggest classic, one of the greatest rock songs, arguably by many. So check out my previous videos, you'll see it, it's there. And we're gonna dive into this one now though. Without further ado, from me, Monroe, and all of you, let's get on tap.
So you come to my world, I can show you where they lead to the footprints in the sand.
Ooh.
On the path through the valleys and canyons, to the veins in your arm, take my hand. I'm the man on the rocks, on the island, the blackbird, the fool on the hill.
Ooh.
I'm the gold at the end of the rainbow. If I ask you to follow, you will.
Wow. Now this is great, man, and this is one of the reasons why I love doing reactions, because in this particular one we get to see another side of Luke. You know, vocally we've seen him do a cover. You know, he did that Strangers in Moscow one that we just did. You've seen him do one of their originals and bringing that sort of energy that was just boom, just playful fun. What a vibe it was. And now we've got this really nice, just more chilled, laid back, you know, flawlessly gentle, but still so commanding vocal. Just absolutely love it. Like, you know, you really get to see his diversity, and that is really cool, because then you can see that this guy is the real deal. I told you guys, man, this guy is like, I can't say it, but he's like Freddie reincarnated. This guy has it all, man. He's got it all. All right, let him cook, let him cook.
So you come to my world to find freedom, give you wings to the stars, you can fly, bring you hope and a dream to believe in, as you float through the dark crimson sky. I'm the man on the rocks, on the island, the jewel in the crown of the king. I'm the hope in the hearts of the helpless, the choir where no one will sing. There's a trail out of the canyon, there's a new life waiting out there. It'll take you home, out of this chasm, where there's blue sky, sunlight to share.
And can we take a moment to appreciate this collaboration? Like, this is one of those type of collaborations that you never knew you needed until you got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is fire. I didn't even know that Mike Oldfield was still doing his thing, man. Like, that is solid, man. Like, he's a legend in his own right, man. He is just one of those guys that if you are into, you know, rock music and the history of great rock stuff from back in the day till, you know, now, you know, and everything in between, you can't have a conversation without including Mike into it. He is one of those guys. Absolutely cool. So cool. And guess what, guys? Look at this. This crashed. Give me a second. I have to fix technology. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Technology. Yeehaw. Okay. For a long run. They're so around there.
On the hope in the hearts of the helpless.
That sounds about right.
The choir where no one will see.
Yeah, I remember him doing his hands like that.
There's a trail out of the canyon. There's a new life waiting out there. It'll take you home, out of this chasm, where there's blue sky, sunlight to share. So you come to my world to escape it all, and you're running from the dragons and the fools, through the dark, empty caverns deep in your soul, chasing the tiger, the jewels of the man on the rocks, on the island. I'm the beggar, the loser, the cheat. Woo. So now you come to the gates for redemption, with a ball and chain at your feet.
This is like one of those moments where you got to start asking yourself, like, what's going on? Like, why hasn't this song, and like, how many views are we talking here? Okay, 3.8 million. That's good. That's pretty good. But you know, I was looking at their, you know, the Struts. They only have like 200 and something K subscribers. Oh, Mike only has 266K subscribers. I just wonder what's going on. Like, these guys should have millions of subscribers. Mike should have freaking millions of subscribers as well. Like, we're talking real amazing talent. And I get it, you know, there's just so much greatness out there. There's just so much variety and so many things to tap into. But guys, it's so easy for you to just hit that subscribe button right now. And, you know, give it a like, you know, give me a like, give Mike a like, give, you know, Luke a like, the Struts, just like everybody. Just give us, it's free. Hit the subby. Just do it. It's all love. All right, let's let him keep cooking, man. Let's go. Let's go.
There's a trail out of the canyon. There's a new life waiting out there. It'll take you home, out of this chasm, where there's blue sky, sunlight to share.
Oh, is that the end? Tubular Bells, that's the one. Oh, yeah.
Good, not bad.
Tubular Bells, that's the one. Tubular Bells, guys. You can't. At least I had the bells part remembered, but yeah, what a classic, man. That song is so incredible. I've reacted to it, guys. It is so good. Matter of fact, I think that is one I even reacted to 2 times somehow. So really good. I think I did it on this channel once, and I did it on one of my other channels. But absolutely incredible song. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But look, this collaboration right here is a classic, man. It's almost like they were from the same era, even though they weren't, but they sound like it because their chemistry is just so on point, right? Like, it's just like they were meant to do the song together. And that is such a beautiful thing. I mean, you listen to this guy's voice, he's got that just beautiful, perfect tonality that complements a great song perfectly. You know what I mean? And that's what is awesome about Luke. I really, now I know his name, I'll just keep on saying it, but Luke is freaking just, he's the real deal, man. Like, I'm just surprised that he's just not a household name everywhere by everybody, you know. Like, I just think this guy is the total package, you know. It's almost, you know, he would have been perfectly, like, just fine in that 70s, 80s era of rock, you know, where classic, you know, this through the 60s to the 80s where that magic was happening, you know, that classic rock where all the big iconic rock bands in history all thrived, you know. He's like one of those kind of guys, man, who it's almost like he's a time traveler who's come from a time to a different time, you know, because he just fits it so well. And you can tell by this collaboration, it's got that elements. Like, I was listening to this song and, you know, just you could tell because Mike comes from that. He's from that era. He's from that time where music, where rock and all that was just so great and so special and so amazing. And, you know, he comes from that place. So, you know, you've got this dude here, Luke, who's just now just like freaking really representing rock now, 25 in the right way. You know, this guy has just got it all. He's the full package. I'm a fan of this guy. You know, I didn't know who he was until Monroe requested, and that's how it usually is. Like, so many amazing things that have come across my screen because you guys requested it, and now I can't get enough of any of it. You know what I mean? There are just so many incredible, amazing, flawless performances by incredible artists that are out there, and I've got mad respect for it. You know what I mean? Especially me being an artist myself, someone who's done the grind, who's been on the big stages, who's been signed to the biggest label, you know, Sony and things like that. I've been there, I've experienced it. So to be able to see, you know, like just these crop of artists that we have, guys, like, you know, starting from, you know, we've been reacting to 8-year-olds. You know, I used to think I was special because I was 8 when I got started into the music and, you know, like professionally, meaning, you know, got paid to do a performance. You know what I mean? At 8, you know, in the front of a crowd, and people were freaking, yeah, you know, they were lovely. They didn't throw anything, so that's good. That could be traumatizing at 8, but, you know, one of the cool things is seeing just how much talent we have from a young age all the way to older age and everywhere in between. You've got the new gen, you know, freaking future gen. Let's call them the future gen. People who are still 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, stuff like that. Future gen. We've got the now gen, you know, that is in between of the legendary gen, you know, the OG gen, people like Mike Oldfield and stuff like that, you know, like, and everything in between that. So, I mean, music is in a very safe place. I mean, we have an abundance of just incredible artists like Luke, like Mike. You know, this is, you know, what's really cool is, like, you know, when you think of our planet, when you think of the things that we as a planet Earth, you know, that we have to say we were here, you know, the things to showcase us at our best. I have to tell you that I would put music at the top of that list, because music, especially if you were someone from another galaxy and you heard something like this, I think you would know what we were about, the best parts of human nature, the things that really made us, matter. Do you know what I mean? Like things that made us special, things that made us impactful. And nothing is more impactful than incredible music. Music defies borders. Music is able to bring people together, whether they speak the same language or not. Music's so powerful, the great communicator. And I believe that if the aliens do decide to stop being shy, and they, hey, want to catch up for a conversation with everyone on Earth, well, guess what? You know what's going to happen? Music is going to be the thing to bring them together. That's what I'm saying. You watch, they're going to be like, dude, how do we let them know? How do we convey that we're peaceful? How do we convey love and hope and all those positive things? Hey, let's call up Luke and Mike. Let's let them freaking perform this live in front of them. But guys, it's really cool, and there's things that give people like Mike and Luke a superpower is that structure. Having structure when you're creating music, having a good game plan, a good strategy, having a good ability to really each and every single layer of the music, that you're creating, making sure that it's perfected to a T. And that is the beautiful formula of it all. If you can get all those elements right, if you can get all those layers just flawlessly done, you end up with masterpieces like this. You end up with stuff that just really leaves you wanting more and leaving you feeling some kind of way. And this right here definitely leaves me feeling like freaking hell, man. Bring on the Struts, bring on Luke, bring on Mike, freaking let them do more collabs. I mean, just bring on great music. And we have been reacting to great music. You know what, guys? Have you ever heard me say that something wasn't great? I mean, I don't really recall me ever really reacting to anything where I've just gone, ooh, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. I don't think I've ever been that unfortunate. I think we're batting 100, basically. There's just nothing but greatness. And that's easy to do when you guys are requesting greatness. You guys are sharing with all of us music that means something to you, that matters to you. Maybe this is stuff that when you're feeling down, when you're feeling like you're lost in the sauce, when you're feeling like you need a friend, when you feel like you need a friendly hand, you actually have songs, a playlist that help you get through those times, that helps you get through those moments, right? And that is powerful, right? You know the perfect song that's going to help you when you're feeling a certain kind of way. And so when you share that with all of us, you're giving the gift that keeps on giving, because then therefore when we're feeling that, we go, oh, that's right. I remember Monroe had requested this song. Ah, that's right. That song right there just might be what I need to get me through this. Or, we've had some great reaction requests from so many of you guys. Freaking C-Boy, freaking Jazzy J, freaking Praka Clef, freaking Blue Boy, freaking, I mean, we've had so many requests. Monroe and Donnelly, we've had old school. There's people who, like, guys, I don't know, you just gotta look. I've got thousands of videos on my channel, okay? And tons of them were reaction requests from tons of different people. I mean, we've had some great requests, some great reaction requests. Kelly, I remember Kelly having some great ones. I remember, oh my gosh, there's just so many. If I sat here and named everyone's name, guys, seriously, that we've had requests, it would take a whole video in itself, because we've had that many amazing requests on this channel. Now, there's this thing that most people don't really appreciate. They don't appreciate just how awesome a community is, how awesome a family is. And one of the things that make that family awesome and that community great is the ability to share those special things with each other. And I thank you guys for doing that. Because of your reaction requests, we're sharing this whole amazing experience, and just, it's so beautiful, being introduced to things I wouldn't have found. I would never have found this, guys. I wouldn't have. I mean, maybe luckily stumbled across it if it flashed across my, YouTube recommendation feed or something. But realistically, there's so much music out there. The chances of me finding the things that you guys already know is dope, it's 1 in a billion, man. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it so much when you guys do share. You guys see how excited I get. You guys see how much I enjoy it. Who else is playing air drums like me? You tell me right now, anybody who's... Yeah, that's right. Nobody. Anyways, guys, I really, really love this. It's good to be back, getting in that daily grind again of something I really love doing. I love doing these reactions with you guys. I love being able to share in these first-time listens with you guys. They're so cool. You know, and sometimes we're revisiting something we all already know, you know, like an old classic, you know, something like that. Or a new classic, something we heard just yesterday, you know what I mean? It's just cool. So thank you guys for being part of this journey, part of this experience. I really appreciate all the OGs. I appreciate all the newbies. Appreciate everyone in between. Thank you all. Let's continue to have a good time. Let's just have fun, man. Just let your hair down, bob your head, and let's have fun. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all. And we'll be back with another one after this and another one after that. And, you know, we got that daily grind back. And it's just happening like we used to do. Y'all know how we used to do. We used to throw down on the daily new content every single day. Sometimes I was dropping 7 videos a day. Think about that. Actually, my record, I think, was 12 videos in a day. Something like that. It might even been more. I'm just saying. You know? Now, we don't need to be all getting all crazy like that, but because it was crazy for me. It was a lot of work, a lot of hard work. And, you know, unfortunately, I don't have my same setup in here that I had, you know. But be patient, because let's just say there might be some Easter eggs that I might just throw out a little something right now for you guys who've stayed this long in the video. But let's just say your girl's working on something. Let's just say that, and let's just leave it at that. I'm working on something. So anyways, thank you all. I love you. Great reaction request, Monroe. Thank you guys. If you want to do your own reaction request, head down. The link is in the description. And as always, remember to learn the fullest. Keep it off tap. Off tap out.
We gotta get out of here! I'll catch you guys later for another vlog!